Welcome in everyone to another episode here in Black Mountain, Montana. Today's episode we're trying to get our spring planting in, and our field we used as our cornfield last year, we're going to put potatoes on that one. We're going to need some potatoes this year, and another big thing we need is some feed for the cattle. We're about out of bales already. We've used our last bale. We're just eating what we had left. So hopefully we can get to our alfalfa field. Hopefully it'll be done in time. So thanks for joining us. Picked up a few pallets of seed. Get this thing filled up. There we go. A little bit of room left. There we go. Now we're full. Let's just get the thing opened up and get started. Planter always did take a long time. It puts every row out separately. Oh. There we go. All right. Get a headland done around this and back and forth. Normally Little Boy Blue helps me out in this field, on this farm. We had our Xbox had an error and we couldn't download some of the Giants software on it, resulting in having to do a reset on the Xbox, and by doing so, when we re-downloaded the mod for this map, unfortunately there was an update that I didn't want to update, so we couldn't use it. We tried to download the new update on the computer, which resulted in losing a lot of the game save because it needed a new game save, was a real issue behind it. So I just reset back to the old settings of this on this map, and now it's just a single player. I'll get this headland done, then we'll probably get a worker to go back and forth up and down. We are going through seed really quick, so I'll probably have to go to the shop and get more seed in a little bit. But first I'll get this headland done. Well, here we are back at the shop, filling up with seed. We had to bring the flatbed because we're going through so much seed with these potatoes that we made with all the seed we had, we made one lap around the field, and we had a hired hand running. He made not even a whole round. I think just a little over a half a round, and he was out. So I'm going to fill this flatbed all the way up. Hopefully that'll be enough. We'll get this loaded up, and then we'll see how long it'll last. So we have 16,000 liters. Hopefully that'll be enough. Find out soon enough. Just can't believe how quick potato seed is used. Which, I mean, we're going the cheap way by buying regular seed instead of potato seed. But I still think it's going through really quick. Well, he's off again. Hopefully he can get this whole field done with this amount of seed. We'll find out soon enough. It's going to be cutting it pretty close on having enough seed. We've gone through the bulk of it already. And we still have maybe a third or at least a fourth of the way to go. So hopefully filling it up this time, and maybe one more time we'll be able to finish it up. Out of the 16 pallets of seed we just purchased, I don't believe we're going to have enough to do this last little bit. I never imagined how much seed potatoes we're going to use. It's been a long time since I've seeded potatoes. I don't believe it's going to make it all the way to the end. Yeah, it's just not going to quite go all the way. So I'm not going to bother buying more seed for that little bit. That'll be the end of this field. Get ready for the next project. See if we can cut our alfalfa already. So I'll get another tractor hooked up and see if it'll work. So this is going to be the big test. I've actually never harvested alfalfa yet in Farming Simulator. Been playing since FS17, and I've never had alfalfa. So I don't know. This field doesn't say it's ready to harvest yet, but we're going to see if there's any way to just turn it into hay, which is what we need for the cattle. Let's get this thing set up and see if it'll even cut it. Mow the grass around it. Nope, it will not mow the alfalfa yet. So I guess I will just be mowing the grass around it. So I'll get this mowed up, we'll ted it, and then rake it. And hit the gates on the process. There we go. Let me get this mowed up. I am hoping this is going to be enough hay to get enough bales off of this to get our cows fed until this alfalfa field here is ready. We do have this extra piece to the north or to the south right here. With maybe this extra down here, it'll be enough to be able to get us by. I really don't want to buy any hay bales. I told you I was completely out of hay, but there was one bale left over there that we had missed picking up in the fall. So, but I'll get the rest of this raked and get the baler down here and see how many we can get off of it. Unfortunately, we made very few bales on this field, or this grassland around the field. We have 1 or 2 months before this field is going to be ready to harvest. So I'm just not sure it's going to bring us enough hay to get by. A few bales here. One bale over at the cattle barn still. It's like, what, 6 bales here? 7. It might make it. Might be enough. I believe we have 180 head of cattle right now. I'm going to remove these fences one of these days. So in and out easier. Don't really need this fence on our left anymore because we got the fence around the cattle barn. These bales dropped off. Get them fed. We also need to put in a bale storage, so we're not just leaving them outside. Go. Grab our loader tractor. Looks like they still have quite a bit of hay left. These are not going to last us too awful long. I thought the alfalfa wouldn't take this long to be ready. This thing can do 4 at a time. Yeah, looks like it. As long as I go slow enough. Take it easy. Got the little ramp. So far, so good. There we go. See if it takes it all. Oh, let's knock those down. There we go. That took it all. Our last bale out here. They're even 7,500 or 7,250. 7,250 per liters per bale. Oh, cows come running. They act like they were out, but they weren't. See, 80,000 liters. That should be plenty to hold them off. Well, after doing some thinking, realizing we really need some straw, we decided to plant oats in this field. This field we prepped last fall, so all we had to do is start planting. We're going to plant oats in it, and we'll have our straw we need. And we've already fertilized it, so we don't have to worry about that. Get a headland done here, and thankfully we don't go through seed near as fast planting oats as we did when we planted potatoes. So one fill-up might get us all the way around, or not just around, but finish this field. Here's hoping, because the grass over here is not really tall enough to mow yet. So I'll get this headland done, and then probably have a worker just go back and forth. Well, we got the hired hand working this field, so we're going to grab the little case tractor and the fertilizer cart and run over and do our second round of fertilizer on our alfalfa. Almost screwed up and forgot to do that part. Like to increase the yield because we need as much as we can. So we'll grab the fertilizer cart and head that away. Well, that should do it for this episode on Black Mountain, Montana. If you like this episode, please give it a like. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.